Hello, Little Rock District family. I wanted to get this message out to you today, a day that has been a very full day, and in my mind a very positive day to share about a new opportunity for us to look at district facilities. It's important for me to send this message to each of you so that you'd have a sense of what's coming your way and how you can possibly be involved. We're looking at a district master facility plan, and we use the words blueprint and draft right now in a very intentional way because everything that we're presenting as an initial part of the conversation, you're going to get the chance to weigh in. So you may ask, well, why do we need to do this? Well, there's several reasons. First is we kind of have an opportunity as the new Southwest High School opens that we know that students from McClellan will leave to come to that school. Students from Fair will come to the Southwest. But we also know students from Hall will be transported back to their home areas. That's approximately 300 students. When you look at that, and then you look at the vacancies behind it, it creates a conversation opportunity to look and think about, are there ways that we can actually move forward for our entire district to improve where we stand? There's three key goals that are a part of our facility discussion. How can we ensure, number one, that all of our children are getting the very, very best learning environments for them to participate and learn and grow together? That's the first target. The second target is to create more quality choice opportunities for all of our families. These choice opportunities range from really birth all the way up until we have them post-secondary ready and everything in between, so that we not only retain families, but that we attract families back to the district. So choice is a key factor. And that's critical because we are definitely in a competitive environment. It's not something new to this district just over the last 2 or 3 years. It's not even a 5 to 10 year thing. It's really probably been a 20 to 30 year process of competition, and we need to respond to that. The third and final point that drives our discussion is that we've got to do something for all of you. As a staff, I don't have to tell you that you've had days reduced, you've had your benefits reduced, and you haven't had a % increase in a long period of time. We'd like to deal with that in a very direct way as a part of this discussion, making it one of our priorities for cost savings on any of the options that we pursue or revenue sources that could come in as a part of this facility discussion. We also know that when you think of salaries, we say all staff, but I have to be clear in that we have one area that's extremely challenging, and that is for our first year employees. If you look at employees in the category of year 1 through whatever, you want to say 5 or 8, on the salary schedule, competitive, we rank somewhere around 95th. And that simply isn't good enough, and it will not draw in new talent, which we need as we have an aging workforce. So we've got to do that, but we also got to honor some of our existing staff. Final things as to why this is happening right now is that we also have an obligation, a part of the state, just like every other district, to produce a master facility plan. That master facility plan has to be approved by the board. Those things typically are brought in for consideration before the end of the year, so before December, and then submitted to the state by February. So we've got that in place, and that's important because we have underutilized properties right now that could be subject to others trying to seek those schools, and it could also be used to help us get funds for repairs and improvement on our schools or new opportunities as we build. So we've got to submit plans to the state in a timely way. This blueprint or draft that you will undoubtedly read about and see on news is really an opportunity for your voice to be heard, and we encourage you to participate in meetings. You can go onto our website, and as usual, we'll have that loaded with information, and it will be updated on a regular basis so that you can keep up with the plans as they proceed forward. We have a general blueprint that many of you will start to see in the next 24 hours. Take a look at that, but then what we really need is for you to participate. Come to the community meetings that we have established. There'll be 5 community meetings that will take place in the month of September. It will start on the 4th at McClellan High School. We will always begin the meetings at approximately 5:30 to allow people to tour the facility and see some of the things that are restrictions and also opportunities at those sites. After that, everyone will get a general overview of where we are as a district in terms of a short presentation by me, and then we'll get the chance to go work in community teams to draw in everyone's thoughts and ideas about positive aspects about a plan, negative things, and other things that we need to consider. We will listen to those things and we will modify and improve our planning. I have no doubt that that will occur as a part of this process. You as an individual will also have the chance to request a survey so that you can give your individual input. So there's multiple ways that you get to be involved. One is through the collaboration within teams at our community meetings. And then you can also seek a survey request so that you can give your individual input. Ultimately, after we've done all these community meetings and taken in stock of what the community has shared with us, I will create a final plan that I will submit to our Community Advisory Board as well as to our commissioner. And that will be voted on. But before that plan is voted on, you will be given one more opportunity to give opinions and thoughts about what that final plan says. When you look at this, there will be many that will look at it to say, this is just a kind of a thing to, take out things. I don't look at that at all as what we're trying to do. In fact, I look at it as an opportunity for us to enhance. I will admit the first year when I was in as your superintendent, we were dealing with budget reductions. And it doesn't take much to remember that was $41 million and the last $11 million had to be cut, and we did end up closing some school sites. In this case, we could be doing some things in terms of maybe shrinking our footprint, but we also have great opportunities even as we shrink in terms of how we repurpose those facilities to advance pre-K slots or to do other things that will make our community better and improve lives of our children. And we need your input. So please participate, please be aware, and I'll look forward to seeing you at the community meetings. One final comment that I have for all of you tonight. I want to thank you for a start to a very, very good year. If I look at the things that have occurred since July, whether it's the Leadership Institute that was for all of our building and district administrators, to new teacher orientation, to our staff convocation, and then professional development that took place, I thought they all were outstanding. And so many different players from classified and certified staff made those things a reality. And I thank each of you, and I also thank each of you for your participation as a part of being involved in those activities. I've also heard wonderful things from families, students, parents, and community members about our start. Yeah, we've had some challenges, obviously, with registration, and yes, our numbers are not where they need to be right now. But those that we're serving in school, that's very exciting at what we're doing. And I'm most excited about this year as an opportunity that we really get to measure a year's worth of growth in such a significant way with tools that we're bringing to the district and tools that the state has established. That's exciting because as educators, that's all